70 million people, 3 colliding storm systems, 1 critical weekend. If you have outdoor plans this Saturday or Sunday, what I am about to show you could save you thousands of dollars and hours of frustration. The NBA All-Star Weekend in Indianapolis, college basketball tournaments across the South, marathon events in multiple cities, spring training exhibitions in Florida. All of these are happening right when this storm complex hits. And the weather models just changed again in the last 3 hours, completely shifting the danger zones. Here is what nobody else is telling you. This is not one storm, it is 3 separate systems that are merging into a weather phenomenon we only see a few times per decade. The European model versus the American model are showing 2 completely different outcomes for 20 major cities. Which one is right? I have analyzed both, and at the 30-second mark, I am revealing the truth about which cities are about to get blindsided. Right now, let me answer the question everyone is asking. When does this storm start? For western Texas and eastern New Mexico, severe thunderstorms begin Friday evening around 6 p.m. We are talking about supercell potential with large hail and damaging winds. Lubbock, you are first in line. Amarillo and Midland, your window opens between 7 p.m. and 9 p.m. Friday night. This is the first wave. If you bought tickets to the Fort Worth Stock Show and Rodeo this weekend, listen carefully. Saturday afternoon at 2 p.m. is when conditions deteriorate rapidly. The outdoor events scheduled for Saturday evening face a serious threat. But here is the twist nobody saw coming. Saturday morning completely changes the game. A surface low-pressure system develops over northern Texas and southern Oklahoma between 8 a.m. and 10 a.m. Saturday. Oklahoma City, you need to pay attention. This low pressure will be sitting right over you by Saturday afternoon at 2 p.m. And when that low deepens, it pulls up moisture from the Gulf of Mexico at an incredible rate. For those attending the Oklahoma Sooners basketball game Saturday night, the drive to Norman could be treacherous between 5 p.m. and 8 p.m. Dallas-Fort Worth, your heavy rain starts Saturday morning at 9 a.m. By Saturday afternoon at 3 p.m., you could see thunderstorms embedded in that rain. Now here is something most weather forecasters are missing. The DFW Marathon is scheduled for Sunday morning. Current forecast shows this should be clear by race time at 7 a.m., but runners need to know that Saturday night between 8 p.m. and midnight will see the heaviest rain. If you are traveling in for the race, arrive before 6 p.m. Saturday or wait until Sunday morning after 6 a.m. Now let me tell you about the severe weather threat because this is critical. Arkansas, you are in the bullseye. Little Rock, starting Saturday afternoon at 4 p.m., you face a 6-hour window of potential severe thunderstorms. We are talking about a line of storms, not isolated cells. This means widespread damaging wind potential. Fort Smith and Fayetteville, your timeline is Saturday evening between 6 p.m. and midnight. This line of storms will be intense. The Arkansas Razorbacks have a home game Saturday evening. This could be one of the wettest games of the season, with lightning delays likely between 7 p.m. and 9 p.m. Missouri, here is your forecast. St. Louis, you get heavy rains starting Saturday afternoon at 5 p.m. The severe weather threat arrives Saturday night between 8 p.m. and 11 p.m. But wait, stop everything. I need to show you something that just appeared on the latest model run. This changes everything for the Northeast. Come back to that in 60 seconds. First, Springfield and Kansas City, you are looking at the same time frame as St. Louis. Columbia and Joplin, expect thunderstorms Saturday evening around 7 p.m. The rain will be heavy, with potential for 3 to 5 inches in some locations. The Big 12 basketball tournament watch parties better have a backup indoor plan. Memphis, this is your critical window. Saturday night at 10 p.m. through Sunday morning at 3 a.m. You are looking at a line of thunderstorms sweeping through. This could be severe. FedEx Forum events Sunday will be fine, but Saturday night travel is dangerous. Nashville, your timing is Sunday morning between midnight and 4 a.m. The Grand Ole Opry. Saturday night shows should finish before the worst hits. Jackson, Mississippi, you are next in line. Sunday morning at 2 a.m. is when the line arrives. The storms will be moving fast, about 45 miles per hour, so you will not have much warning time once they arrive. Louisiana, let me break this down by city. But first, a critical warning. Mardi Gras preparations are happening across the state. If you are setting up outdoor stages, tents, or decorations, Saturday night is not the time. Here is why. New Orleans, heavy rain starts Saturday night at 11 p.m. The severe weather threat peaks Sunday morning between 1 a.m. and 4 a.m. Any early morning Sunday parade preparations face dangerous conditions. Baton Rouge and Lafayette, you are looking at the same time frame. Shreveport, you get hit earlier. Saturday night at 9 p.m. is when your severe weather window opens. The casinos along the Red River could see parking lot flooding. Monroe and Lake Charles expect thunderstorms Saturday night between 10 p.m. and midnight. Mississippi, you are in the center of this system. Jackson, as I mentioned, Sunday morning at 2 a.m. But Gulfport and Biloxi, you face a double threat. Heavy rain Saturday night, then the potential for severe storms Sunday morning. Casino Row could see significant impacts. Any boats planning to go out Sunday morning? Absolutely not. Hattiesburg and Tupelo, Sunday morning between 2 a.m. and 5 a.m. is your window. Quick question before I continue. Are you starting to see the pattern here? The farther east you go, the later the storm arrives. This is crucial for anyone traveling east to west or west to east this weekend. Now, here is where it gets interesting. Alabama, this storm has a surprise for you. A 999 millibar low pressure, which is very strong, will move directly across the state Sunday afternoon. Birmingham, this is a big rain event for you, starting Sunday morning at 6 a.m. and lasting through Sunday evening at 6 p.m. We are talking about potential flooding. Huntsville and Montgomery, the same timeline applies. Mobile and Tuscaloosa, you get the rain Sunday morning, but watch for embedded thunderstorms Sunday afternoon around 2 p.m. Georgia faces a major rain event, and this is where the NBA All-Star Weekend in Indianapolis becomes relevant. Why? Because thousands of fans are driving through Georgia on their way north. Let me tell you exactly when to avoid certain routes. Atlanta, this 999 low cuts right across you Sunday afternoon at 3 p.m., but your rain starts earlier Sunday morning at 8 a.m. Expect heavy downpours. Interstate 75 northbound will be a nightmare between 10 a.m. and 4 p.m. Sunday. If you are driving to Indianapolis for All-Star Weekend, leave Atlanta before 7 a.m. Sunday or wait until after 6 p.m. Savannah and Augusta, Sunday afternoon between 2 p.m. and 6 p.m. Macon and Columbus, you are looking at Sunday midday starting around 11 a.m. This is an all-day rain event for most of Georgia. The Masters practice rounds next month could see similar patterns, but that is a discussion for another video. Florida, you are not left out. The northern part of the state sees action, and this impacts spring training. Tallahassee, heavy rain starts Sunday morning at 9 a.m. Jacksonville, your timing is Sunday afternoon at 1 p.m. Several minor league exhibition games scheduled for Sunday afternoon face rain delays or cancellations. Pensacola and Panama City expect rain and possible thunderstorms. Sunday morning starting at 7 a.m., Gainesville Sunday afternoon around 2 p.m. Any outdoor Gator events planned for delays. Now, before I continue, I need you to do something. Comment below where you are watching from, and I will give you a more specific forecast for your specific area. But also tell me this. Do you have outdoor plans this weekend? A wedding, a sports event, a festival? I want to know because this storm is complex and every city has a different timeline. The more specific you are, the more specific I can be in my response. Here is something wild. Someone commented on yesterday's video that they have a 200-person outdoor wedding in Charleston on Sunday. Let me tell you right now what you are facing. South Carolina, Charleston, you are looking at heavy rain Sunday afternoon starting at 3 p.m. and continuing through Sunday night. If that wedding starts at 4 p.m. or 5 p.m., you are in the middle of the heaviest rain. My advice? Move it indoors or move it to Saturday. Columbia and Greenville, Sunday afternoon between 1 p.m. and 7 p.m. The rain will be steady and heavy. Myrtle Beach, your coastal location puts you in line for Sunday evening rain starting at 5 p.m. The golf courses will be unplayable Sunday afternoon and evening. North Carolina, this is crucial, especially with multiple ACC basketball tournaments and events happening. Charlotte, heavy rain starts Sunday morning at 11 a.m. If you are tailgating for any Sunday afternoon games, forget about it. Raleigh and Greensboro, Sunday afternoon at 2 p.m. is your start time. The NC State campus events scheduled for Sunday afternoon will be washouts. Asheville, the mountains will see rain, not snow, unfortunately, beginning Sunday afternoon at 1 p.m. This is critical. I know many of you were hoping for a mountain snow event. It is not happening. Temperatures are too warm. Wilmington, your coastal timing is Sunday evening at 6 p.m. This is not a mountain snowstorm. Repeat, not a mountain snowstorm. Tennessee, beyond what I already mentioned about Nashville, let me add these cities. Knoxville, heavy rain Sunday morning at 10 a.m. through Sunday evening. University of Tennessee outdoor events, plan accordingly. Chattanooga, Sunday morning at 9 a.m. is your start. Clarksville and Johnson City, Sunday afternoon around 1 p.m. And now, the moment you have been waiting for. The big question everyone in the Mid-Atlantic and Northeast is asking. Will this storm bring snow? The answer is complicated, and here is why the models keep changing. Remember that 999 millibar low I mentioned? When a low pressure gets that strong, it can do unexpected things. As it moves up the coast, it creates its own weather pattern. This is where it gets fascinating from a meteorology standpoint, and this is where your weekend plans could either be perfectly fine or completely ruined. Virginia, you face two scenarios. Richmond and Norfolk, heavy rain Sunday afternoon starting at 4 p.m. No snow for you. But here is where it changes. Northern Virginia, specifically areas around Winchester and Front Royal, you could see a transition from rain to snow Sunday night between 10 p.m. and Monday morning at 6 a.m. This depends entirely on where that low pressure tracks. Picture this. You are in Winchester. It is raining Sunday night at 10 p.m. By midnight, you notice the raindrops getting heavier, wetter. By 2 a.m. Monday, it is sleet. By 4 a.m., it is snow. Heavy, wet snow that sticks to everything. By 6 a.m. Monday morning, you could have 6 inches on the ground. That is scenario 1. Scenario 2, it stays rain the entire time. The difference? About 30 miles in the storm track. Washington, D.C. and Baltimore, you are right on the edge, and this impacts thousands of federal workers commuting Monday morning. Current models show heavy rain starting Sunday evening at 6 p.m. But Sunday night into Monday morning between midnight and 6 a.m., there is a possibility, and I stress possibility, that cold air wraps in behind the system and changes rain to snow. Here is what I would do if I lived in D.C. Have a plan A and a plan B for Monday morning. Plan A, it is all rain, roads are wet but passable. Plan B, it is snow and your commute just became 2 hours longer. The Capitals have a Monday night game. That should be fine. But Monday morning is the question mark. Pennsylvania, here is your breakdown, and this affects multiple sporting events and outdoor activities. Philadelphia, rain starts Sunday evening at 7 p.m. The snow potential exists for late Sunday night after midnight, but it is not a guarantee. The Sixers have a Monday night home game. Getting to the arena Monday could be challenging if we get snow. Pittsburgh, you are too far west for this system. You might see some flurries Monday morning. The Penguins game Monday night should be fine for fans traveling. Harrisburg and Allentown, you are in the zone where rain could change to snow Monday morning between 3 a.m. and 8 a.m. This is your Monday morning commute window. Scranton and Wilkes-Barre, better snow chances for you. Monday morning starting at 4 a.m. Some models show 4 to 8 inches possible. Let me paint you a picture of what Monday morning could look like in Allentown. You wake up at 6 a.m., you look outside, snow is falling, not a light dusting, heavy, wet snow. The kind that breaks tree branches and makes driving nearly impossible. Your kids have a snow day. Your commute is canceled. That is one possibility. The other possibility? You wake up, it is just cold rain, and life goes on normally. Which one happens? We will know by Saturday evening when the models converge. New York, let me be specific, and this is where things get really interesting for sports fans and anyone with Monday plans. New York City, rain arrives Sunday evening at 9 p.m. The big question is, what happens Sunday night into Monday morning? Some models show heavy, wet snow developing after midnight and continuing through Monday morning. We are talking about potential for 6 to 12 inches if this scenario plays out. The Knicks have a Monday night game at Madison Square Garden. The Rangers also play Monday. Getting to those games could be an adventure if the snow scenario verifies. Broadway shows Monday night, same issue. This is not just about the weather. This is about whether 60,000 people can get to work Monday morning in Manhattan. But other models keep you all rain. Here is the fascinating part. The European model has been consistent for 3 days showing snow. The American model keeps waffling between snow and rain. Historically, when the European model is this consistent, it usually wins, but not always. Albany, you have better chances for snow. Monday morning starting at 5 a.m. through Monday afternoon. Syracuse and Buffalo, you are too far north and west for the main system. but you might catch some lake effect Monday afternoon. Connecticut, Rhode Island, and Massachusetts. This is your forecast, and it has huge implications. Hartford, rain. Sunday evening at 9 p.m. with potential transition to snow. Monday morning at 2 a.m. Providence, similar timing. Boston. This is where it gets very interesting. Rain starts Sunday night at 10 p.m. Monday morning between 3 a.m. and noon. You could see significant snowfall. Some models show this as a major snowstorm for Boston, with potential for 12 to 18 inches. The Celtics have a Monday night game. Bruins also play Monday. If the snow scenario happens, those games could be impacted not because of the venue, but because fans cannot get there. Logan Airport Monday morning could be a disaster. Think about this. Boston has not had a major snowstorm this winter. If this happens, it would be the first significant snow of the season, and it is happening in mid-February. The timing is unusual. The setup is unusual. Everything about this is unusual, but again, this depends on the exact track. A 50-mile difference in the storm track means the difference between 12 inches of snow and just cold rain. New Jersey faces the same uncertainty, and this is critical for the millions who commute into New York City. Newark and Jersey City, rain Sunday evening at 8 p.m. Snow potential exists Monday morning. Picture Newark Liberty Airport Monday morning if snow falls. Delays, cancellations, chaos. Trenton and Atlantic City, you are on that rain-snow line. Everything depends on the storm track. The casinos in Atlantic City Monday should be fine, but getting there Monday morning could be tricky. Maine, you are likely to see snow, and this is actually good news for ski resorts. Portland, starting Monday morning at 6 a.m. through Monday afternoon. Bangor and Augusta, Monday morning is your time frame. The farther north you are, the better your snow chances. Sunday River and Sugarloaf could see significant accumulations, making for great skiing conditions by Monday afternoon. Vermont and New Hampshire face snow potential, and skiers need to pay attention. Burlington, Monday morning starting at 4 a.m. Stowe, Killington, all the major resorts could see fresh powder Monday. Manchester and Concord, Monday morning around 5 a.m. The mountains could see significant accumulation. This could be the best skiing conditions of the season by Monday afternoon. West Virginia is in an interesting spot. Charleston, heavy rain Sunday afternoon. But the mountains, especially around Elkins and areas above 2,000 feet elevation, could see snow Sunday night into Monday. This is one area where elevation makes a huge difference. Snowshoe Mountain Resort could see 8 to 12 inches if the models are right. Now let me address Delaware, which is right on that critical line. Wilmington and Dover, rain Sunday evening with potential for snow Monday morning. This is truly a 50-50 situation. Dover International Speedway has events scheduled, but Sunday should be clear. Monday is the question. Maryland beyond Baltimore, let me mention Annapolis and the Eastern Shore. Rain Sunday evening, possible transition to snow Monday morning for some areas. The Naval Academy has activities scheduled. Sunday should be okay. Monday morning is uncertain. Moving to the Midwest, and this is where the NBA All-Star Weekend becomes the main story. Indianapolis, heavy rain Saturday night starting at 10 p.m. through Sunday afternoon. Here is what you need to know if you are attending All-Star Weekend. Saturday night events should be fine. Sunday morning, you are dealing with rain. The celebrity game Sunday afternoon could see delays if the roof is open, but it is likely closed anyway. The main concern is getting around the city Sunday. Flooding is possible in low-lying areas. Monument Circle could see significant water accumulation. Chicago, you are on the northern edge. Rain Saturday night starting at midnight. The Bulls play Sunday afternoon. Getting to United Center should be fine, but the rain will be steady. Milwaukee, Saturday night at 11 p.m. is your start time. The Bucks have a Sunday game. Same story, rain but playable conditions. Grand Rapids and Detroit. Sunday morning brings rain starting around 6 a.m. Pistons fans, Monday night should have no issues. Cincinnati gets heavy rain Sunday morning starting at 8 a.m. Cleveland Sunday morning at 9 a.m. The Cavaliers play Monday night. Roads should be clear by then. Akron and Toledo, similar timing Sunday morning. Ohio Valley cities, rapid fire here. Dayton, rain. Sunday morning at 7 a.m. Columbus, Sunday morning at 8 a.m. Ohio State campus activities Sunday, bring umbrellas. Youngstown Sunday morning at 10 a.m., Kentucky, beyond Louisville, which I covered earlier. Lexington gets heavy rain Sunday morning at 9 a.m. University of Kentucky basketball fans' Sunday games could be wet for tailgating. Bowling Green and Paducah Sunday morning starting at 7 a.m. Iowa faces rain, and this impacts college basketball tournaments. Des Moines, Saturday night at 11 p.m. through Sunday morning. Iowa and Iowa State both have activities this weekend. Saturday night is the concern. Cedar Rapids and Davenport, similar timing Saturday night. Now, looking ahead to next week, this is not the end, and this is where your long-term planning comes in. Another storm system develops and moves across the country starting Wednesday. This one brings more rain to the south and potential snow to the northern states. The pattern remains very active through the rest of February. We are looking at multiple storm systems over the next 2 weeks. But here is something nobody is talking about. Why are we getting all these storms? The jet stream pattern has shifted dramatically. The cold air that was locked up in Canada has now shifted to the western U.S. Meanwhile, warm air is surging up from the Gulf of Mexico into the eastern U.S. When you have this kind of temperature contrast, you get storms. Lots of them. The key message here is this: know your specific timing. Know when the storm arrives in your city. The start times I gave you are critical for planning. If you need to travel, avoid these windows. If you have outdoor plans, reschedule them. And if you are in the Northeast hoping for snow, watch the forecast closely over the next 48 hours because the storm track is still shifting every 6 hours. One final critical point that ties everything together. This storm brings different impacts to different regions. The South faces severe weather and potential tornadoes. The Mid-Atlantic and Southeast get heavy rain and flooding potential. The Northeast might see significant snow, possibly the biggest snowstorm of the winter. It all depends on your location and the exact timing. What makes this pattern unusual is the persistence. After this weekend system clears, we have another one coming midweek. Then another one in about 9 to 10 days. The Euro ensemble is showing lower than average pressure across the middle of the country for the next 2 weeks straight. That 995 millibar signal I mentioned earlier, that is unusually strong for mid-February. It suggests we are in for a very active pattern. Temperatures play a huge role in this forecast, and this is creating some wild scenarios. Eastern areas are warming up. Some cities could see 70-degree temperatures next week. The cold air is locked up in the west. This is why the South sees rain and thunderstorms while the Northeast might see snow. That temperature gradient, that battle between warm and cold air, is what creates these complex storm systems. And that battle is not ending anytime soon. Comment below with your city, and I will respond with more specific details for your location. But also tell me, what event do you have planned this weekend? Are you going to a game, a wedding, a festival? I want to help you make the right decision about whether to postpone or proceed. Do not miss my next video tomorrow morning at 8 a.m., where I will have updated model information and more precise snow forecasts for the Northeast. The storm track could shift overnight, and every 6-hour model run gives us new information. By tomorrow morning, we will know with much more certainty whether Boston gets 12 inches of snow or just rain. One more thing before you go. If you found this helpful, if you now know exactly when the storm hits your city, do me a favor. Share this video with someone you know who has outdoor plans this weekend. Share it with someone driving through multiple states. Share it with someone who needs to know this information. The more people who know the specific timing, the safer everyone will be. Stay tuned, stay safe, and stay weather aware. The next 7